welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited for today's video because I'm going to be showing you how I store my makeup collection. So we're going to be going through my makeup collection and storage. We're not going to be going super in depth on like every single makeup item that I own, but I'm going to be walking you through how I store each of my makeup products. So I have my makeup drawers behind me. I also have eyeshadow palettes on this bookshelf. I have an 8 cube organizer with palettes, and then I have my desk as well. So we've got some very interesting things going on with my makeup organization, but I do live in an apartment, so storage slash space is just a little bit limited, and I've had to get a little creative with the way that I store my makeup, but we're going to be going through all of that today. So if you're interested, stay tuned. First, if you have yet to subscribe to my channel and you like project planning content, palette themed content, or just chit chatting about makeup, I'd love if you'd consider subscribing before moving on. And other than that, let's jump into the video. Okay, you guys, we're kind of looking at the entirety of my makeup collection and storage. I do live in an apartment, so some of my space is limited, and I love makeup and I love books. So my makeup and my books are like kind of all together. So I have the bookshelf all the way off to your left over here, which we'll go through. I have my makeup drawers, and then I have my like 8 shelf organizers, and then we're standing in front of my desk. We can start at my desk. Don't judge me. I know that I really need to wipe my desk off. And we have palettes sitting over there. My desk had stuff scattered all on top, but I cleaned it off for this video. I've done so much filming lately and nothing has been in order, but I tried to at least put things away somewhat for this video. Okay. So at my desk, I reserve this drawer right here for kind of like post-it notes, pens, things like that. In this drawer right here, if I didn't mention, I do get ready at this desk every day. So in this drawer, it's a bit messy again. And I've recently redone my storage, but I have concealer, foundation, and primer right here. I have wipes back here so that I can, like wipe things off as I need. I have a ton of lip products here. I need to organize this. I desperately need to film a new Shop My Stash. And then in here I have some Super Shock shadows. I have my eye primer, my brow glue, as well as like my mascara, a lip product slipped in here. It's a bit messy in here, not like the perfect storage, but I recently moved my makeup drawers out, and honestly I might have to like rethink my desk drawers. So then in this drawer right here, which by the way, all of the products that are in the desk are technically like my Shop My Stash items. So here we have powder, we have cream slash liquid bronzer, cream and liquid blush, cream and liquid highlight back there. And then we have powder bronzer, powder blush, powder highlight. We have some powders here, and then a couple face palettes there. So that's really what these 2 drawers are for. Again, really messy right now. I need to film an updated Shop My Stash. All right, guys, on to the bookshelf. So the bookshelf. Over in this container right here is usually stuff that like I'm still in the process of testing, but sometimes like random carryover products get stuck over here. Like my Pan That palette is back there right now, as well as like one thing that I'm project panning. Just things end up everywhere. Then I have my cup of eyeliners. So this is where I store all of my eyeliners. And what I really want to focus on with my makeup storage now is that nothing is getting so full that I have to like overflow it into somewhere else. So I really don't have a lot of room to bring any more eyeliners in, which is good. And then over here is going to be all of the makeup products that I'm currently working on in a project pan, plus a few extra things. Like I've got a couple face palettes back there. I have like the brown eyeliners that I use every day. I have my brow pencils right here. But for the majority of these products, it's going to be all of my project pan items. Down below, I have all of my makeup brushes over to the right, and then all of these eyeshadow palettes are palettes that I've purchased this year and tested this year, and I'm storing them over here just to kind of keep them top of mind and a focus. And then obviously these will all be the palettes that I will be ranking and reviewing at the end of the year. And then they will all go back into my other palette collection, and we'll start a new year and we'll start testing new palettes. And so then real quick before we get into each makeup drawer, I just have my eyeshadow palettes all stored in this 8 cube storage. It's not the best. I totally get that, but it works for me. And it looks a little bit messy right now. Again, as we reach the end of the year, I'll probably reorganize this. There's definitely some palettes that I will be decluttering as well, but this is where I store my palettes. Okay, so that brings us to my makeup drawers. I picked these drawers up at Michael's craft store actually. As I get like stickers from brands when I order, I just like put the stickers on my drawers as well. But starting up top here, okay, I moved a light over here, so hopefully it's better. Okay, I have jewelry here, that this lipstick is sitting on top of, but this is where I store all of my lipsticks. I do have a few empty spaces, so technically I have space to bring a couple lipsticks in, but that definitely doesn't mean that I need to. Over here, I do have all of my setting sprays. I only have 3 setting sprays right now. I do like to keep my setting sprays to a minimum, just because I don't have the most storage for them. I do really like a setting spray, but I feel like setting spray is one of those things that like I can easily just use it up, then go out and buy a new one. I mean, I can technically do that with everything, but setting spray I really try and keep to a minimum. Then I just have some like random primers sitting up top here too. Not necessarily for any rhyme or reason, but I have the Versed Mood Lighting Glow Drops. This Milani Glow Drops spills if it's laying on its side. That's why this one's sitting on top. I have this Merit Great Skin Instant Glow. I have this on top to remind myself to use this, and I've been using this pretty consistently lately, and it's actually really a great product. And then I also have my Say Glowy Super Gel up here as well. Okay, as we go through each of the drawers, I will say I reorganized to make space, not necessarily that it flows in the most perfect order, but I wanted to have drawers to put palettes that I had yet to test. And I actually, so I started from the ground up with these drawers in terms of storing my makeup, and I ended up having an empty drawer where I could store my face palettes, which was really exciting to me, and then 2 empty drawers for whatever else. So in this top drawer, I have eyeshadow palettes that I literally have yet to put on my eyes at all, so have not started the testing process for these at all. So right now I have 6 palettes that fall into that category, which actually feels kind of nice. I feel like this was up to like close to 15 at one point this year. So that is what this top drawer is. This drawer right here are eyeshadow palettes that I have started to test but haven't yet finished testing out every single shade. So that is what these eyeshadow palettes are. There's quite a few more in this palette. There's quite a few more in this drawer, but it is kind of nice, and it is also nice because I feel like these 2 drawers technically I could combine if I need storage for something else, but that is currently how I have these stored. And then in this drawer right here, I was so excited to have a storage drawer. Can you see my camera there? I was so excited to have a storage drawer for all of my face palettes. Can you tell what my favorites are? It's a little bit messy right now. Again, I have been like filming nonstop, trying to post every day in November, and then also film for Vlogmas. But I will try and organize this drawer just a little bit better at some point. But I have been reaching for my face palettes so much the last like 12 to 18 months, so it feels good that they have their own drawer. In this drawer, I have all of my foundations as well as my like tinted moisturizers. So in this first row of 3 drawers, which by the way, I got these drawer organizers from Target, just in their kitchen section, I believe. Possibly just like their storage section. But this I tried to reserve strictly for like foundation, and then the back is for like tinted moisturizer, lighter coverage foundation. There are a couple things that like aren't perfect, like this doesn't fit that well, so I kind of just like tossed that back there. In fact, maybe this needs to go just up here. Okay, yeah, I put that towards the back. I'm like, we don't need a drawer getting jammed. I know back here I have the Clinique, which just doesn't really fit well somewhere. That's okay. Okay. Then back that way I have, again, tinted moisturizers slash lighter coverage foundations. Maybe this can go here, whatever. Not everything fits perfectly, but I try and keep it like as organized to myself as I possibly can. So that's that drawer. So then this drawer is my blush drawer. This is just naturally where blush fit. Again, I got these organizers from the Target like storage section. I used to have a different organizer for blush. This definitely works better. And I did try to keep it like powder blushes in this and then cream / liquid blushes over here. There is not a lot of room to grow my blush collection unless I want to like shove stuff back there, which I don't love because this is as far as the drawers will open. And it's just annoying, like I can't see everything back there. So I actually really like the way that this blush storage turned out. Now I do still have quite a few blushes in my desk drawer right now. So not a lot of space to grow the blush collection, which is probably good because I really do not need any more blushes. But this is my blush drawer. You guys know I love my Nabla blushes. We've got Lawless here. Then we have the Bare Minerals and Hourglass. We've got a couple Persona. There's still like 2 or 3 Persona shades that I want. Then we have a couple of like duos as well. I will say I'm not like the biggest fan of this RMS blush. It's the Front Rosé blush. It's the Hydra powder. It just looks a little bit like too glowy, and I love a glowy blush. So also just not a ton of space to really grow into the cream and liquid side either, just unless we want things like laying all over and on top of each other, and then it bothers me because I can't see it. So this is my blush drawer. Okay, so those were the first 5 drawers, and I literally like gorilla glued these 2 sets of drawers on top of one another. But in this drawer right here, kind of random, again, I wanted to make everything fit, and I didn't want to have just like a bronzer drawer to only take up a small amount of space and then kind of like waste that storage. So this is primers and bronzers, and I absolutely love bronzers. So I was really surprised that this is my bronzer collection. Yes, I have a few in my desk drawer, but like, I mean, I could also put this these debronzy drops back this way. I kind of like that I can stand a couple of these up, but I definitely have room to like grow my bronzers a little bit, which, you know, again, I don't necessarily need to, but I like that I can kind of see all of my bronzers. Yes, back this way, I do have some of my larger compacts of bronzer. So I've got the Charlotte Tilbury ones back there. I've got the Chanel one. And then technically I could probably move that NARS one up here just so I can see it a little bit better. Now, I don't necessarily have my bronzers separated by creams and liquids, but this works really well. And then we have all my primers right here, as well as a few back here. I probably could stand to get one more organizer such as this at Target and kind of put it back here just to like keep it a little bit more contained. But we've got bronzers and primers in here. I feel like my primer collection is really starting to like get down there, which is really exciting. I do really like to test primer, but my primer collection is one that I feel like somehow always gets out of control. So I've really focused on whittling it down this year. So it feels really good that it all fits kind of right here. And it's a section that I'll always have a primer because I literally use primer every day. I'm just that person that really likes the feel of putting a primer on, but I feel like I can keep it managed and contained to like only fitting in this drawer. Like I have these two, which will eventually move up here. I don't know if I'm going to keep this one from Undone Beauty. And I probably could put this one up on top of my drawers as well, just because it's like one of those glowier ones I feel like could end up spilling out. So we can make some room, but we're going to keep primers contained to that area. Okay, so this very, very full drawer, I'm surprised I kind of made this all fit. And what's really funny, you guys, is in this red tin right here, I have my concealers. And the other day I was going through my drawer and I was like, where did I put my concealers? I literally can't find them anywhere. And then I finally was like, oh yeah, I put them in that red tin, which might drive people crazy that you literally like can't see your concealers unless I were to pull that out and open it. But it worked perfect in terms of storage space. So I'm rolling with it. So in this drawer, I have highlighters, powder, and concealer. There's not a huge rhyme or reason to the way that my highlighters are organized. In an ideal world, I would do like champagne/gold, pink powder, sorry, champagne and gold powder, pink powder, and then like cream/liquid. Maybe I will get to a place where I do organize it that way. Right now, it's just kind of like how it fits. And then back in the back, I have my powders, mostly pressed powders. Again, I do have some powders currently in my desk drawer. powder, this drawer is like filled to the absolute max. If I were to put my entire collection in these drawers, including what's currently in my desk drawer, not everything would fit. So unless I want to reorganize, I really should not be buying any more highlights, which does make sense. I really do not need any more highlights. And then I shouldn't be purchasing any more powders, which also does make sense. I have plenty of powder. So I gotta finish them up before I purchase any more. Okay, so in this red tin right now, I currently only have 2 concealers, but I have, I think, like 4 concealers up in my desk drawer right now. But concealer is something I never want to get too out of control. It's not like a product I get super excited to test new concealers. So I just have it in this really cute little fresh holiday tin, and it fits perfectly back there. So that is that drawer. Moving on to this drawer right here. This is lip gloss drawer number 1, and this is where the majority of like my favorite formulas are. So we have my Fenty gloss bombs, we have all of my Lawless Forget the Fillers, we have the Maybelline Lifter Gloss, we have the Tower 28, we have the Huda Silk Balm, we have this balm right here, which technically the balm shouldn't be in this drawer, but it fit perfect there at the moment. So these bamboo organizers I also got at Target in the like bathroom section. I don't know that I love the bamboo organizers. These came before those plastic organizers. I definitely prefer the plastic ones. However, I didn't want to just like throw away these bamboo organizers, so just keeping it like that. I also just have some lashes over on the side here. That's that drawer. Into this drawer, we have more lip products and more favorite lip products. So I guess it was unfair for me to say that top drawer was my favorite formulas because it really flows into both. But we have Kopari lip glossies over here. We have the Kaja Juicy Glass. We have the Kosas wet lip oil. We have the Clarins lip oil. I believe I got these white things. I believe I got these white containers at either TJ Maxx or Home Goods. You guys, I absolutely love storage products, and I feel like I've had so many throughout the years, and I just continue to figure out how to make them work in my drawers. But then in this little organizer, we kind of just have a hodgepodge of more lip products and lip glosses. So that's kind of everything in here. And then back in the back, oh yeah, I put my Natasha Denona concealer here when I couldn't find my concealer, so I need to move that up. But I have brow products here and then eyeshadow primer as well. So that's kind of where I store my eye primers and my brows. Neither eye primers or brows are an area of my makeup collection I ever see getting like super large. So I think it'll just fit perfectly back there. So that is this drawer. Again, I know it probably doesn't make total sense to everyone, but I've learned where everything is, minus my concealers. It took a moment, and I'm just so happy that it all fits into all of my drawers, and I feel like I'm maximizing my storage space. So then my last drawer here, I have everything that I have left for liquid lipsticks, which I'm so excited, you guys. I've had like over 50, maybe even over 60 liquid lipsticks at one point in time in my life. So it feels so good that this is really dwindling down. And I will say, like, my Dose of Colors liquid lipsticks are quite old in my collection. They probably, all of them should get replaced or decluttered soon. But well, that's, you know, that's a problem for another day. So liquid lipsticks, there's a few more right here. But then right here, I have single eyeshadows that are like in like packaged single eyeshadows. I have my lip liners. I don't use lip liners all that frequently, so I kind of just shoved them here to make them fit and not take up too much space. And then I have my Lone Stila Glittering Glow. And then back this way is where I keep all of my mascaras. My mascara collection has definitely gone down. Sorry, it's super dark in the drawer. I just tried to fix the light, but back this way I have all of my mascaras, which I have really worked away at my mascara collection. Yes, I still have quite a few, but considering how much mascara, like it used to be like too high in this little container, my mascaras would go too high. And so it was just so much mascara. So I'm very excited to see that. Yes, I will still try and get free gift with purchase mascara literally anytime I can. But a lot of these are minis, so it feels just so much more manageable. And I'm super happy with it. And then over here, I just have a couple of random lashes that I've just kind of thrown in. I do not wear lashes that much. And that is the final drawer. So again, I'm just so happy that I found a way to just maximize the space in my drawers. And I'll just kind of open everything up for you guys one last time. It is really nice because these drawers just, again, sit right behind the desk that I get ready at. So if there's a day that I'm not feeling all the products in my Shop My Stash rotation, I will literally just open the drawers behind me, and I'm finding already that I'm getting so much more use out of my entire makeup collection with these reorganized drawers and with them sitting right behind me as I get ready. So yes, that is how I personally store all of my makeup in my apartment, and it just really does work for me. I feel like in the past I've very much been like, I need so much space for everything, but I don't, and I'm really happy with my collection. Yes, it's a little eclectic. Yes, it's a little bit different. It's literally, you can see it from my kitchen, but it works. So that is it for today's video, you guys. All right, you guys, that is going to wrap it up for today's makeup collection and storage video. I would love to know if you have any recommendations, tips, or tricks for how you like to store your makeup, or if you think you spotted some things where I could make an improvement in how I store my makeup. I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments below. Other than that, thank you guys so much for sticking around to watch today's video and for supporting me and my channel as you guys always do. I love you guys so much, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye.